We're on the 8th of December 2025. As you can see, I've got a Christmas tree in the background. It's December, of course, the 8th of December. It's around 8:15 in the evening. And what's the title for today? What am I going to talk about today? I'm going to talk about those Christmas parties. Those Christmas parties. Is anyone going to any Christmas parties this year? The title of what I'm talking about today is the truth about work Christmas parties that most people never say. Most people never say it out loud, especially in the workplace. They won't let you, they won't talk about, maybe they won't talk about these things in the same way I am going to do today. And maybe other people have got different perspectives than I have, which is absolutely fine. But I'm going to speak about work Christmas parties, of course. I'll go to the comments in a moment, guys. So I'm just going to go to the intro that I've got. Welcoming everyone. I hope that you're all good. Tonight we're going to talk about, of course, work Christmas parties. Not the PG version that the workplace can pretend it can be. They can be good, don't get me wrong. They can be good. But they can be tricky, in my opinion. But we're going to be speaking about the real stuff, the awkward stuff, the potentially awkward stuff, the fake smiles. Not all smiles are fakes, but some of them will be. The politics, the shift in tone, all of it. So I'll ask you a quick question. Hi, Dawn, by the way. Good evening. How are you? Hope that you're doing okay. I'm just going to type this question in. Are you at work today is the question, Dawn. What was I going to say then? I'm on day 10 of the carnivore diet. I've got to be honest, on Saturday, I went on the bike. I did some spinning on the bike, so cardio, and I went as hard as I could. And then I was really suffering. I was suffering yesterday. I was struggling. My energy was so bad. And I think it's because my body's not completely used to it yet, maybe. And also I've done a lot of hours, well, a lot of hours for me anyway. The last 2 weeks I've done quite a lot, and I think that's contributed to it as well. And I've been very, very busy, which is my own doing. But I'm feeling good, but I don't think it's completely there yet. And I'm on day 10. So what's your thoughts on day 10 with regards to carnivore is the question. Anyway, I'll go back to what I was talking about. I've got off tangent there, sorry. But are you going to your work Christmas party this year? Is the question. Have you been invited? Or are you going? Because there tends to be a lot of talk about it. There tends to be pressure with it. People expect you to go. Like you feel obligated to go, even though you don't feel like it, maybe. Or maybe you do want to go. Maybe they can be fun, don't get me wrong. It's not all bad. It's not all bad at all. Depends which way you look at it. Depends how you approach it. I'll leave this question there. Start Q&A. There we go. Are you going to a work Christmas party this year? Is the question, guys. I'm done saying I'm not going to any parties. Well, to be honest with you, Snap, I'm not going to mine. I am not going to mine. People ask me all the time. People do ask me, and I just say no. I just say no. That's my own choice, of course. Am I having enough salt? Do you know what? Maybe not. I've not been having the salt every day, to be honest. Dawn, am I doing something wrong? I have an electrolyte tablet, one of them once a day. Is that enough? Is the question. I'm on about the carnivore diet now, by the way, guys. Yorick saying no, he's not going. I might need to change that. I might need to look into that. I might be missing something, Dawn. If I am, I'm going to look into it with regards to my diet. Anyway, I'm just going to read through the comments, see what people say. Yorick saying no, he's not going. Most people daytime shift don't meet the night team. So most people that do the daytime shift don't meet the night team. No, you never come across each other. You maybe walk past each other every now and again. Sanders saying, fuck no, LOL. No thanks. I don't like most of my colleagues, LOL. Right, okay. One moment, let me just write this down. Try having some more salt. I'm going to actually do that right now. I'm actually doing it right now. Because, oh, one moment. Changing topic here now, but you can hear me obviously because I've still got the microphone on, but that's the salt I've got. Celtic salt. Sorry guys, I'm just going to have some. I've been having it on and off. I'm just having it. Sorry, I'm just going to eat this on one moment. Sorry, guys. Some of the salt there. Okay, thanks. I'll try it. Thank you. I'm going to crack on with that. That's what you use as well, Dawn. Yeah, I got it off Amazon. You probably got it off Amazon as well, I'm assuming. Just had some. I'm going to remember that, thanks. A little reminder. So, I'll move on. How does it taste? It tasted okay. It's obviously so salty, to state the obvious. It tasted okay. It didn't taste horrible. It tasted okay. Like, I accepted it, basically, kind of thing. Yeah, you get yours on Amazon as well. Yeah, you can get so much things on Amazon. It's amazing, really. I'll go back to the comments in a moment. I'm going to crack on with a little bit of my content and then obviously go with the comments. So why can work parties feel fake? Why can they feel fake sometimes? Why is it forced? One thing is, just to begin with, why do you go to work? You go for money. The number one reason is you're there for fucking money. I know that sounds obvious, but you really are. You're not there just to, oh, I'm going there for a laugh. You might be able to have a laugh. You might be friendly with people there. But if you weren't there, you'd be somewhere else, wouldn't you, if you're going to work? If you needed money elsewhere, you'd work elsewhere, maybe, if those opportunities were elsewhere. And that means, therefore, meaning you think you can be friendly with, my opinion is, not everyone's going to agree with this, you can be friendly with people at work. You can have a laugh with people at work. But are they really your friends? That's a good question. Are they really your friends? I've heard people go, oh, this is my family. This is my family. Thinking, shut the fuck up. It's so fake. That's my opinion. Maybe I'm being a cynical person. So therefore, that can be related to why workplace parties can feel fake. It's forced. It's a lot of strangers coming together to go to a party. A lot of those people in the workplace won't always like each other. They won't always be friendly. Some people you'll be friendly with. Some people will be really nice. Don't get me wrong. But not everybody. So therefore, it's going to have an element of fakeness to it, potentially. Potentially. Correct. If anyone's got any other experiences, then let me know. People act overly nice because it's December. I've changed the topic now a little bit. So because it's December, it's Christmas time, we're at the work party. Oh, people could be, and this sounds very cynical actually, they could be overly nice, overly happy, or whatever. You're thinking, oh God, they're not usually like that. That could happen. Managers suddenly care because it's Christmas. It's like all of a sudden, the manager that could be a little bit of a knob. Some of managers are nice, don't get me wrong, but they could be a bit of a knob sometimes. And then all of a sudden they're really nice and they're all superficial and how are you doing? And they think they're obviously playing politics to an extent. They're putting on an act. They want to be seen to be a good manager in front of other people, maybe. The world is a play, as they say. The world is full of actors, as they say. Shakespeare said, should I mention. So all of a sudden you could feel a bit weird thinking, this manager, he never fucking speaks to me ever. They're really quite rude, actually. They're a bit of not the nicest person, let's just say that. It's all of a sudden they're showing that they really care about you all of a sudden just because you're at the Christmas party and you're there. And it's like, it feels weird because it is weird because you're not used to one being like that. That could happen as well. Another one is the fake small talk, the loud laughs and the forced pictures. So quick, get in the picture. Like, I don't fucking want to. Get in the picture. Come on, everyone else is doing it. You're like, oh no, I've got to go in the picture. I got to get the picture. And then you might be in a shit sandwich. You're the shit in the middle, maybe, and you're surrounded by these. I don't know. I'm saying this really wrongly. Basically, you could be in a picture with like people. Half of them you don't even know or don't even like. You might not even like them or know them or want to be around them, but you feel coerced to go. You feel, and then you get coerced to have your pictures taken. Some people will absolutely love this, won't they? Some people will think, what you on about, Brad? This is amazing. I love having my picture taken with all these other people. This is great. For me, personally, not always. The fake small talk. Small talk's got a place in the world, hasn't it? It has. The small talk has its place in the world. It helps society to function. You know what I mean? To an extent, it has its place in the world. Not that I massively enjoy it, but it's there for. It's just one of them things. But when it's all fake small talk, and you stood there, and you're a deeper thinker, and you're a bit more open-minded or whatever, and you sat there and you're listening to all that shit, you're thinking, this is fake. This is not real. These people, they're not usually that nice, or they never usually speak to me. What am I doing here? That's what I think sometimes. The loud laughs, either I don't know, the genuine laughs or what. Maybe I'm being a bit cynical there. I'll go to the comments anyway with regards to that. So workplace parties can feel fake. I believe so. I suppose it helps people just to get along to an extent, the fakeness sometimes. Not everyone's going to be fake. Not all interactions are going to be fake. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that every single interaction is going to be fake, because that wouldn't be realistic. Anyway, Sandra's saying no, thanks. I don't like most of my colleagues. LOL. Don't like them. Not for me. Fair enough. Dawn saying, try having more salt. Don't force it. But if you really don't want it, but try having more. I will. I think I need to. I think I've missed that element. You know, I've not had any today. That's something that I've not had yesterday either. I just completely overlooked it. Okay, I'll be more conscious of that going forwards, Dawn. Thanks. That's what you use. You use it every day as a question. Anyway, I think I've already read that. Sandra's saying, Brad, I've been salting your meat with salt and your eggs. LOL. Have you? Right. Thanks, Sandra. Yeah. I suppose it's been adding some more in. I might just have a little bit more to see how I go with it. I'm still learning as I go along. Is my body fully adapted to the fat yet? Is the question. Anyway, I think I've read those other ones. Dawn saying she gets it from Amazon. Yeah, I've got that from Amazon. Dawn's saying you need extra salt during the transition from carbs to fats, and it's not forever though, right? And I think I'm on day 10, which I'm not completely over that transition time with regards to the carnivore diet. I'm not completely there yet. All the arse liquors full of alcohol is cringe. Fuck me, Dawn. You've hit the nail on the head. I want to pin that comment because that is bang on. That is bang on. One moment, sorry. Take that away. Pin that message. All of the arse liquors, all of the sycophants, isn't it? All alcoholed up, all pally, all bullshit, and you see through it all. It is cringe, yes. It makes my skin crawl. It is what it is, though. Some people will just be. Some people, what they'll do within a work setting is they'll want a promotion. They'll know the people that are gatekeepers. And what's a gatekeeper? A gatekeeper is someone who has influence, who's in a managerial position, for instance, that will be able to give them those promotions potentially, or push them towards those, guide them towards those positions. And they will go on social, they'll network, and they'll be pally, and they'll be sycophantic sometimes, kind of like selling your soul to an extent, just to curry favour with certain individuals that have influence. Therefore, the term arse liquor would be used potentially for that type of person. Sandra's then saying, "Oh my God, yes, Dawn, LOL. All the obliterated non-player characters, LOL." Yeah, it's like, as well, it's like, fuck me, I'm fucking going to work. I don't always want to be there, mate. Some of these people are okay, don't get me wrong. They're all right, they're not horrible. Some of them are fucking pricks. Some of them are assholes. I'd love to just smash the faces in if I could. I can't though, of course, but I'd love to. I feel like doing, doesn't mean I'm going to do it. And now I've got to, I have maybe a weekend off a week. And now in my spare time, I've got to drink alcohol with these people and be with them. And then you think to yourself, I'm at a Christmas party. You're still at fucking work, you know. You're still at work. And if you think you're not at work, you're naive, my opinion. I don't know if anyone agrees with that. You're still at fucking work, even though you're not. And you're at a Christmas party. You're drinking around people that you can't 100% trust. Most of them aren't going to be your friends, or if not all of them are not going to be your friends, potentially. They're just people that you work with, they're your colleagues. You're drinking alcohol. Therefore, the truth is in the fucking wine sometimes as well. You've got to be really mindful of what you say. What you say will be used against you potentially, especially within that kind of setting. I know it sounds very paranoid. I know it sounds a little bit cynical, but that's my thoughts on that. Going on a work stew, a Christmas party, and also it's your energy. You've only got so much energy, haven't you? You've only got so much energy. You've only got so much time, and then what you're doing, you're choosing to be on a works party with your colleagues. And me personally, no, thank you. I know for a fact though, what I'm saying will not be agreed by a lot of people. Because some people are like, no, we love doing it, which is absolutely fine. You don't have to agree with me, by the way. I'm not saying that I'm 100% right for everybody, because one size doesn't fucking fit all, does it? But that's just my perspective. And I see these group dynamics, and I watch from the outside. I observe. I'm very observant, believe it or not. And I'm not always speaking like I am now. I'll be watching them and the dynamics play out and the toxic behavior play out. It's like a play, and I watch it dissolve as well. I've seen it so many times, the birth and death of groups, let's say. Can be quite interesting from a psychological perspective. But anyway, Christmas parties can be tricky. Can they be fun? Of course they can. Of course they can be fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sound like a complete Scrooge, like miserable bastard here. But anyway, these are just my thoughts on things. Anyway, Dawn saying, haha, yeah, I've never been a crawl. I can't stand it. I can't fucking stand it either, Dawn. Absolutely. And I'd feel like if I'd ever resort to that, to be a sycophant, to be an arse licker, to be a fawning arse licking piece of shit, basically, I'd feel like that I'd failed as a human. I feel like I'd failed as a person. I feel like all my integrity has I've just washed all my integrity away. I've just flushed it down the toilet. So yeah, I can't do it. I won't do it either. And some people actually want that. Some bosses or managers or colleagues even, they endorse that. They encourage that because they're insecure. They might be narcissistic or whatever, toxic or whatever they are. And they encourage people to, they like it. They like people like that, blowing smoke up their asses. And that can encourage that kind of behavior all the more. But I don't do it. I just shut up. I just think, no way, I'm not licking your ass. Who do you think you are? No chance. Not with anybody. Not with anybody. So I absolutely agree with that one. Sorry, anyway. Sandra's saying on antidepressants in the daytime. Yeah. I'm not saying antidepressants are always bad. They do have the uses. They do have the benefits for some people some of the time. But with regards to what Sandra's saying, but what Sandra's basically saying, you've got antidepressants on the daytime, a nice bit of alcohol at night. So you've got fucking antidepressants in the day, and at night you've got some nice liquid depressants. So you're having liquid depressants, you're fucking drinking it, and then you're having antidepressants to combat that. It's crazy. That is crazy. What can go wrong? Who knows? Everything's going to be fine. No, it's fucking not. Not inside. Not inside. Maybe on a temporary basis. maybe on a temporary basis, it'll be fine. Long term, that's not sustainable or good or healthy, in my opinion. Anyway, but there's so much of it, and that can also give that. I've always talked about this before. That vacant look, that vacant stare, they're just blocked. It's sad, really. Anyway, Dawn's laughing. I forgot what you're laughing at. Maybe I can't remember what you're laughing at. Sorry. Sandra's saying game over. Yorick saying, damn, typo came out wrong. It's all right, Yorick, don't worry about it. Sandra's saying, what typo, Yorick? Dawn saying, I forgot to. I was wondering why I felt like crap, then remembered. Yeah. Shit. I think I needed a reminding. Like I said, because especially when you're new at something, you're trying something, you just think you're doing it right or whatever. I think I'm going to give that a go. Maybe have that 2 or 3 times a day, little pinches of it, and then see how that goes. Sandra's saying that I've had salt on my eggs and steak and eggs today, which I appreciate. The steak's lovely. I absolutely love steak. It's amazing. I might get sick of it at some point, but for right now, I'm loving it. Dawn's saying I don't need too much of the salt now, probably because your body's adapted to it. I'm doing well, though. I'm on day 10. That's pretty good. I've lost weight, I know for a fact. I don't want to lose too much weight. I don't want to be emaciated. But I'm seeing it through. I'm experiencing it, which is good. The ups and the downs. Electrolytes, Yorick. Why does our body need salt? It's electrolytes. Yes. Which can be linked to the heart as well, and energy. Say very, very, very vaguely there, Yorick. Sandra's saying, I know he needs the extra salt, Dawn. It makes sense. Makes sense, yeah. Anyway, I'll keep going. Yorick saying, make sure to put that in your review on carnivore diet that salt is needed, that it's essential. I will do. What I'm going to do is start routinely having it several times a day and see how I feel. I don't feel terrible, just a little bit. Like yesterday I was struggling. Yesterday I was fucked. I was thinking it's because of work maybe as well, being busy. Anyway, Sandra's saying, Yorick, for fluid balance, nerve functioning and muscles, Yorick. You've explained it so much better than me, Sandra. Thanks. You have. Sandra's saying, imagine socializing with people you don't like. Why would you? Why waste your time and energy? You've only got so much time. Even if you make it to 80 years old, you've only got so much time. You've only got so much energy. You really have. Why waste it with people that you don't like? Sometimes you've got to. I get it. Sometimes you've got to. But not the workplace. And also, I've had people go, oh, come on, everyone else is doing it. And another one thing, one person once told me, they went, oh, you should see people out the work. They're a different person out of work. I'm thinking, I think they're a dick, so I don't want to fucking see them outside of work. No, I don't. I think they're a dick. Why do I want to be around them? And then if I have a few drinks, the truth is in the wine, I can have a very sharp tongue and I can say some very bad things. I can be brutal. I can be fucking brutal. I don't like being like that, but I can. And if I've had a few drinks, I'm around someone that's grating on me that I'm not a massive fan of, the barriers go down, don't they? When you've had a few drinks, the truth comes out, which is a good thing in a way, but sometimes too much truth is bad. So, and it can affect your career. It can massively affect your career. I've got a story here. There was a girl once, I was a student nurse basically at the time, and this person was a qualified scrub nurse anyway. This person was working where I am, but she's not there now. And she went to the Christmas party and she was absolutely pissed out of her face. She was in a white dress and she defecated. She shit herself. She shit herself at the Christmas party in front of a lot of doctors and surgeons, in front of them, and everyone could see her. And they even had to get the ambulance in to help her out. She was that drunk. She was absolutely pissed out of her face. She was all over the place, hugging people, and she ended up defecating, pissing and pooing herself, which must have been massively embarrassing. And then she came back into work saying she can't remember anything. And everyone was talking about her. Everyone was talking about her, about what she'd done. She wasn't a bad person or anything, but she just drunk too much. And she left shortly after. She didn't last long. She lasted about a few months. She was gone. So yeah, that's going extreme, I know, but you're still at work when you're at these parties. You're still fucking at work, mate. Anyway, just in case. Hi, just in case. My name's Brad. If you're still there, I'm saying hello. Sorry, it took me a while to get to you. Christmas party, yuck. Yuck. No thanks. I suppose the only thing that attracts you to it, if it's free drinks or free food or whatever, maybe then you might go. Maybe. Camden Farm. How are you, Camden Farm? I hope you're okay. What are you talking about? I'm talking about Christmas parties, basically, about how they can be tricky, potentially, about why they can be, about why some people can be fake at Christmas parties and why they can be potentially dangerous to your career, Christmas parties. That's what I'm talking about, Camden Farm, if I'm saying your name right. I hope I'm saying your name right. Sanders then saying, hi, just in case. LOL. Why don't you go to Christmas parties? Question mark. Good question. Good question. Sanders then saying, hi, Camden Fam. He's talking about work Christmas parties. Yes, I am. Just in case saying yearly work, just in case he's saying yearly workplaces are always toxic. Sorry, I'm not speaking properly. Forgive me. Yearly workplaces are always toxic. Yeah. It's where the gossip kicks in. I suppose, how would you limit that? If you had a small group of people that you really trusted that were good people and you went on like a work do, in my opinion, maybe if there's 4 of you in total, maybe it would be a lot less toxic and could be fun, maybe in that situation. However, the more people you have, the bigger the department, the more problems you're going to have. I suppose looking at from an alternative perspective, if you're a single guy or girl and maybe you're young and you want to be with somebody, you're looking for a partner or whatever, that could be an opportunity for you, going to the works Christmas party. I think that's what a young person might look at it as that situation as. But as you get older and wiser, from my perspective, it just makes me want to do it less. Yorik's dancing. Okay, Yorik, dance away. Let's all dance. Who's the better dancer, Sander or Brad? Yorick saying I can only do a few Michael Jackson moves, never learnt the moonwalk. Yiggity. I'll call you Yiggity. Sorry, I can't say the rest of your name. You're saying no. Yiggity's saying no. I'm not going. You're not going. That's fair enough. So I'm going to move on. The politics of Christmas parties. There's going to be politics there. Thanks, Yorick. Yorick saying like and subscribe, or the Grinch will leave call as a Christmas present for you. Just to change topic a little bit there. There's that I don't know if you eat McDonald's. I know it's not the healthiest meal in the world, but I think there's a McDonald's meal where you get a free pair of odd socks, Grinch socks, like the Grinch meal, isn't it? I think. Changing topic there anyway. So moving on. The politics of Christmas parties. So what's that going to look like? You're going to see who sits with who. The hierarchy shows who sits with who. You'll have people will form cliques. That's a natural thing for people to do. People will have alignments and trust within those groups. Sometimes these cliques can be toxic. Sometimes they can be silly or whatever. But you'll see it at the work party. People will just form groups naturally. They'll stick to the people that they know. Natural thing to do, I suppose. I suppose sometimes the favourites can get all the attention. Sometimes that can occur, I suppose. I'll move on. Gossip levels go up. I'll talk about that. Gossip levels are going to go up to fuck massively. What's that saying? Gossip is a language of the idle. Gossip is a language of the idle. Almost in line with devil makes work for idle hands, I suppose. That's a biblical saying, isn't it? Sorry about the noise in the background. What was I going to say? Gossip levels are going to go up. Why are they going to go up? Because everyone's going to be socially relaxed via the alcohol, via the situation. After an hour or two, things start to shift once the alcohol kicks in. Gossip levels are going to go up massively. People are going to let the guards down. This can occur as well because the brain has a blood-brain barrier, doesn't it? And alcohol the blood-brain barrier protects the brain from toxins, etc. But with alcohol, the blood-brain barrier it basically breaks through it, and that's what leaves you feeling inebriated, basically, in another, aka pissed. Makes you feel pissed, and then once that's when you get socially relaxed. You're therefore blurting out words and things that you wouldn't usually say in the workplace. You forget that you're at work because you're at a party somewhere, and then words will be exchanged. Gossip will increase. Of course it will. Can gossip what does gossip do? The positives of gossip are that it brings people together. There's a camaraderie that can be gathered from gossip, in my opinion. Sorry, trying to get the words out right. But too much gossip's bad. It can be bad. And also, obviously, very toxic. People are going to also, you're going to have your guard. If you're smart enough, people are going, basically, what's going to be happening, people are going to be, who's going to be, I can't get the words out. People are going to be watching who talks to who. People are going to be watching who talks to who. Why are they going to be doing that? Because it's all workplace politics. It's all crazy bullshit. You don't really, me personally, I try to stay away from all the politics the best I can. It's never ending. A lot of it's bullshit. It's going to waste your time and energy. I'd rather focus on myself and do my own thing and work on myself and be the most successful person I can be in my own way, in my own fashion, rather than that bullshit. But people are going to be watching who speaks to who, because they're going to go, oh, why is that person speaking over there? Why are they doing that? Why are they talking to the boss? Or whatever it is. It's just more people, more problems, basically. So I'm going to leave a question. One moment. I'll read the comments in a moment, guys. On a scale of 1 to 10, sorry, one moment. I'm doing the best I can. How political is your workplace? One moment. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how political is your workplace is the question. I'll start that there. That's not even working. Brilliant. Oh dear. I'll get there eventually. Santa saying you never seen me dance. I used to go to raves and stuff years and years ago, and I used to dance at those raves, but now I don't. I'm sick of it. I've done it. I don't do it anymore. I'm sick of it. I am, but I used to when I go to raves and stuff like that a long time ago. Santa says she's got some moves. You're saying, do the Macarena. Do you remember that song and dance? I remember the Macarena, yes. Everyone used to do it. And what's it? Oh, Saturday Night. That had a dance as well, didn't it? Wigfield, Saturday Night. That was another one where we was dance to it. Fuck it. Oh God, I'm going back there now. Early 90s, showing my age. I'll just ask a question again. Is there politics in your workplace? Is there politics in your workplace? Is the question. You're saying rave stream incoming. Changing topic there. It's all good. I'll keep going the best I can. Sorry guys, I'm a bit tired if I'm honest. I hope this carnivore diet's going to work out. I really do. I'm a little bit. Is it just work as well? Maybe it is. This is not always me. It's just I think I'm struggling a little bit. If I'm honest, I'm struggling with my energy. It's not like wow, amazing. It's not terrible, but it's not amazing. Anyway, I'll keep going the best I can. I'll just change that. Right. So let's keep going. How people's real personalities can show at these work parties. Alcohol brings out the truth. Alcohol brings out the truth. Abso-fucking-lutely. Always does. Always does. Like I've mentioned before. Quiet people can become more confident or emotional. So the person who thinks quiet, you never speak to, that the work's party, Christmas party, they just start acting like a totally different person. I suppose. Sorry guys, I'm running out of steam here. I'm running out of steam. If I'm honest, but I'll keep going. Do my best. I've turned up. Quiet people become more confident or emotional. That can happen, especially if there's drink involved. The sarcastic ones can get bolder. They can get a bit more edgy. They can be a bit more sarcastic than they usually are. Everything's magnified with alcohol in a way. Or it can be. The toxic ones drop the mask. Of course, they're going to drop the mask. Because the mask will slip off because they're in a different environment, they're in a party environment, and the toxic behaviour is going to shine through a lot more potentially. They feel like they can get away with more, say more, do more, feel a bit more, what's it called? Dutch courage, isn't it? As they say. Compliments that feel like insults, they're the worst. I remember what someone once said to me. What did they actually say to me? They said, what did they say to me? They said, get the words out, Brad, today. God. Sorry, guys, I'm struggling. I'm struggling today. I'm fucking struggling. I'm struggling to speak. Yep. I'm just going to have a little rest. This isn't always easy. I'm telling you now. So, some compliments that feel like insults. What did one person once say to me? They said, oh, I got a job as a theatre as a scrub nurse. And what did they say? They said something to me. They said, oh, I know somebody that works in the theatres, but they're really weird. And they said that to me, and I felt like that was like an insult, like a bit of a, oh, that's a good job, but I know someone. I know, they said, oh, you've got a good job, but I reminds me of someone who's really weird, and it sounded like a backhanded compliment. That's my only example of that. Anyway, I'll carry on. Sandra's laughing, just one moment, guys. I actually saw a person doing a rave stream. You look drunk or on drugs. Well, yeah, a lot of them will be. Oh my God, Yorick, I've seen this couple. They're in America. They look like they're on crystal. They look like the crystal mething, basically. They look like they're on crystal meth. They look like they're high as fuck. And it's absolutely crazy. The woman is just talking, almost speaking in tongues. She's wired and she's just doing all this mad shit. She's walking back and forth. She's saying all this crazy stuff. This guy keeps coming in and then out. They come in, speak mad shit, come out, and you've got her running up back and forth. And it looks like they have so many people watching them as well that they look like they're on drugs. They look like they're off their heads. And I can imagine people doing a rave stream. A lot of them will be on drugs, of course. kind of goes together. The party scene, doesn't it? The dance music, it goes together. They go hand in hand. Sandra's saying, I really don't, I'm really certain I don't want to see any toxic and rude people I work with intoxicated. No, it's like a dickhead on steroids, isn't it? It's like a toxic person on steroids. It's like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to be around that. And I'm not going to be guilt tripped into going. What I find as well, it's like, I've been there before where it's like everyone's talking about the Christmas party all month. Are you going? Who's going? What you wearing? Where we're going? What you drinking? What time are you going? And then they repeat the questions every day. Who's going? That person's going. That person's not going anymore. This person's now going. And it's all this big thing. And it can make some people feel obligated to go, like they're missing out, or they feel like they're letting the team down by not going, and they can therefore feel guilty for not going, and be peer pressured into going. And my point is, don't be peer pressured. If you want to go, please do. But if you don't, fucking don't bother. You don't owe anyone anything, is what I'm trying to say. Don't get manipulated into it. Sandra's saying, to be honest, people in theatres are weirdos, LOL. Most of them. Some of them are, yeah. But the difference is, are you a good kind of weird or a bad kind of weird? Good point, Sander. Are you a good kind of weird or a bad kind of weird? Oh, we're all a bit strange. We're all a bit weird. We're all human. We all make mistakes, etc., etc. Yeah, it's how you present that type of weirdness, I suppose. Sandra's saying, that's mental, Brad. I'm still not going though. I'm not going either. At all. I'm really not. I'm really, really not. Anyway, I'll keep going. So why some people often dislike these parties? Why do some people often dislike these parties? I'll carry on talking the best I can. Social pressure. Social pressure. There's so much social pressure. There's so much of it. It seems to be happening all the time. There's unwritten social contracts that we have. And it's also like forced fun. It's like you could be really tired. You don't even want to go, but you turn up anyway. Let's have some forced fun. Would you like some forced fun? Yeah, I'd love some forced fun. I can't wait to pretend to be having a good time. No, thanks. Anyway, I suppose what else could put you off? If you're a bit more introverted, it's the crowds, the noise, the small talk. It's draining, it's empty, it's vapid, it's there's no meaning to it. It's just like loads of small talk, loads of bullshit, loads of loud noise, loads of crowds, lots of alcohol, lots of obnoxious, unconscious, arrogant behavior. Works parties, people drinking, people being messy, people being uncultured, people not being always nice, loads of people all messed up together. That's not for everybody. Maybe when I was younger, I'd be more attracted to that. But right now, no fucking chance. I am not wasting my time, money and energy on that. It's like going to the Christmas party. How much is it? Or it only costs 30, 40 pounds for the food or whatever it is. A lot of the food is often shit. And it's gonna cost you money to drink as well. Anyway, I'll carry on with my content the best I can. Always watching what you've got to say. You're at a Christmas party, you've got to watch what you fucking say, because I keep saying it, you're still at work. You're at the Christmas party, you're still at work. You think you're not, and you might not even think, you not even agree with what I'm saying, but my opinion is you are still at fucking work, and anything you say or do will be used against you potentially. And you're drunk, and you could easily slip up. So yeah, you should be watching what you say. You should be mindful of what you say. And sometimes what you say can be, obviously, some people you might think, oh, I've just said, you could have said something rude, something strange, or whatever it is. And people they might not even react in real time. They might not react in real time, but they won't forget what you've said. So you've got to be careful, mindful. That can make it not if you're going to go down that kind of thinking, if you're going to be mindful of what you're saying, it's not going to feel completely relaxed within a works party, a works Christmas party. You're not in your normal environment. You're not with your true friends. You're with your colleagues. They're not your friends. They're your colleagues. And people often mistake that, and you can end up burnt. You can end up severely burnt by that, by being too naive to think that, oh, these colleagues are my friends. It's like, no, they're not. No, they're not. You're friendly with them. That's fine. Have a laugh with them. That's fine. They're not your friends. Most of them are not your friends. And if you think they are, you're going to get burnt. Potentially, of course. A lot of people might not agree with that. Anyway, I'll carry on. Many people, I'm referring to my notes as well, guys, sorry. Many people prefer peace, not pretending. Do you enjoy Christmas parties or do you just tolerate them? I'll ask that question there. I've just asked a question there. I'll leave it there. So do you enjoy Christmas parties? You just tolerate them? Me personally now, 43 years old, maybe showing my age, maybe showing my wisdom. I basically now, when I was younger, I probably had some fun with them, but I didn't always think they were the best thing ever. I never thought that ever, even when I was in my 20s. But do I enjoy Christmas parties? I tolerate them. I think if I do go, I'm tolerating it. But often now, I've not been to one for years. I've not been to one for over 5 years. Actually, even longer. Actually, even longer. I'll go to the comments. Hi, Black Knight. How are you? I hope you're okay. Good of you to join us. How was your trip to Split, Croatia? It was good, really good. Thank you, Black Knight. I came back on the 22nd of November. I had 2 weeks there. It was really good, man. I had a really nice rest. It was sunny most of the time, about 18 degrees, so relatively warm-ish, not really warm, but warm-ish, but great for November. I had a really nice time, mate. Thank you. Yeah, it was good. I'm back in the rat race, back in England, back grafting, working, as you say. So, do you remember? I do remember you, Black Knight. Yes, I do. I hope you're okay. I don't think I've spoke to you for a while though, so my memory's not. I do remember you vaguely, but I can't remember what I spoke about with you last time. Sorry, forgive me. I don't remember everything, but I do remember your name, of course, and I do remember I've spoke to you, but it was a while ago. So, but thank you for asking. How are you, by the way? How's life going for you? Yeah, you were helping me with it. I remember now. You were helping me speak bloody Croatian because my Croatian. Yeah. Guess who else is Croatian? Black Knight. Someone on Sanders Croatian, by the way. Cheers. Yeah, I remember you teaching me some Croatian. I was sat in the park. Yes, I remember. Thank you for helping me there. Sanders saying hi to Black Knight, and Black Knight says, "Yeah, Gold Knight." Yeah, so yeah, Black Knight Sanders there is Croatian, by the way. And guess what? She's actually from Split. There you go. By the way. Nee, sorry. I don't know what that means. Sorry, Yorick. Black Knight. Sorry. I'll carry on speaking anyway, the best I can. So do you enjoy Christmas parties or just tolerate them? I don't even tolerate them, so I don't go anymore. Is the question I'm going to leave there. How to survive these Christmas parties? There you go, Black Knight. Sanders speaking in Croatian for you. Go for it. Yorick's thinking Gold Knight. You're summoning Mr. Gold now, are we? Is he going to say my name and he will appear? Mr. Gold, are you actually going to appear? We require some golden presents. Or are you going to come? I'm on about Mr. Gold, who comes on here, by the way. Sorry, Black Knight, I can't read what Sanders just written, but I'm sure you can. Sanders saying Mr. Gold, ha ha ha. So how to survive? If you're going to go to a work, if Christmas do, if you're going to go, if you're going to go and you're not sure about it, but you're going anywhere, you're thinking, fuck it, I'm going to go anywhere. How are you going to survive it? Good question. Arrive late, leave early. So if you want to survive a Christmas works party, and you know it's going to be a bit weird, it's going to be a bit toxic, you're not sure about it, but you're going anywhere to appease whoever you're trying to appease, or maybe you're just appeasing yourself, who cares? Whatever. Arrive late and leave early, therefore limiting your time there. That would help you to survive it if it's not the best. Or you could, or as well as you could stick to one or two trustworthy people. There's some people that are trustworthy. Some people are just genuinely nice, warm people. They're not all bad. They're really not. And if you stick to one or two trustworthy people that've got their head screwed on, that's a good company to keep, isn't it? So you're going to stick to those types of people at these Christmas parties because you trust them. They're not going to throw you under the bus. They're unlikely to throw you under the bus, which is a good thing. I'll move on. Obviously, in relation to surviving these Christmas parties, stay away from gossip circles. They can, with regards to myself, I can find them quite, I'm magnetized by it sometimes. Oh, what's this person said? What's this person done? It's interesting. Curiosity killed the cat, though. Too much of this is is bad, these gossip circles, because they can drag you into the trouble and the problems. And again, that could be used against you. Another big one, don't overshare, shut your fucking mouth. Loose lips sink ships. Loose lips sink ships, man. Don't overshare. Especially with people that you don't really trust or don't really know. People overshare a lot of the time, and sometimes I suppose that can be a good thing sometimes, but a lot of the time it's not within a work environment. No, don't be oversharing. It's not smart. People will use it against you potentially. Depends who it's with, I suppose. Keep it polite, not personal. Keep it polite. Keep it civil. Be pleasant or whatever, not personal. Nothing's personal anyway, is it? Nothing's personal. Even though it feels like it is. My best advice for surviving it is don't fucking, after all that, my advice to survive the Christmas party, for my own opinion, which works really well for me, is don't fucking go. The end. There you go. If you want to survive that Christmas party, don't go. Don't go. I'll go to the comments. After all that, after all me talking, I said, basically, my advice is don't go to the Christmas party. A lot of people might not agree with that, though. Anyway, sorry, Sandy, you didn't get a response off Black Knight. Sandra says, Mr. Gold. Ha, ha, ha. Sandra said, I don't drink, Brad. Brad, but I get obliterated to survive that. If you were to go, you'd get drunk. And Sandra's just spreading the gold. She's basically doing Mr. Gold's job there. So what's your best? So Sandra's best tip to survive the Christmas party would be to just get completely obliterated. Sorry. Sandra's saying, I think we chased Black Knight away. LOL, maybe he knows me. Shit. Might do, you never know. He's from the same place, I think. I could be wrong, though. Who knows, Sander? So remember, Christmas is just a season. It comes and goes very quickly. Don't let one event drain you, okay? Protect your peace if that's what you need to do. Enjoy the bits you like. You might like the Christmas party. You might enjoy it. If you do enjoy it, please do it. But if you don't do it, of course. But don't get pulled into the fake holiday energy. Don't get pulled into the fake bullshit. It's temporary, isn't it? Sander's saying it's not a big place, Brad. It really isn't. Split isn't a big place, Sander. Not at all. It's not big at all. Oh well. He might have left. Who knows? Right, I'm going to go to open chat now. Let me just... Then that leads to open chat. So I'm going to go to open chat. I'll go through the comments as and when they appear for a while. Okay, we've got an alternative perspective. Okay, I like that. Do you know what? I don't always like people to agree with me either. I think it's good to have different perspectives. So, Seaweed Raga. He's saying, sorry if I've said it wrong. He's saying Christmas parties are fine. Why not? Why do you like Christmas parties? Is the question. Seaweed Raga. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I am basically saying that I find them to be tricky, and I'm not massively a fan of them. I think they're a bit. I think they can be tricky. Basically, I avoid them for a variety of reasons. However, you're saying that they're okay and they can be fine. I'm sure they can be. Why do you like them? Is the question. Do you think it's a good part of Christmas for you personally? Sanders agreeing. Okay, good. Seaweed Raga. Yeah. I think I've been quite negative towards Christmas in the last few lives. So what I'm going to do is I'll do an open chat. Open chat. One moment. Plus, has anyone get any open chat? One moment. I'll just type this in. Open chat and any suggestions for my next live, by the way, because obviously I spoke about Christmas quite a few times now. I spoke about Christmas parties today, briefly, let's say for an hour. Hi, Teddy. How are you? I hope you're okay, Teddy. Siri Drag saying, I don't really do Christmas much, but I think it's a good time for families to get together. I agree. That's very traditional, isn't it? They should anyway, but if it's an event to mark midwinter and stuff, yeah, it's just the winter solstice, doesn't it? 21st of December. This it originally was pagan, wasn't it, in England before Christianity, and it was the winter solstice, wasn't it, where people would just eat a nice meal. That was it. Get together and eat a nice meal. That was it, basically. Not like it is now. Seaweed Rag is saying there's lots to it, but I don't have enough space to say, really. It's okay. You can share if you want to. There's no pressure, by the way. My name's Brad, by the way, just to introduce myself. This is Inspirational Ambivert channel. I usually talk about self-improvement, toxic people, toxic workplaces, narcissism. Basically, my philosophy is all about working on yourself and improving and surviving life and making the best of it. as messy and as hard as it can be. That's what my channel's about. That's what I'm about personally. And I try to approach things in an open-minded and conscientious way. That's a brief description of what I am and what my channel's about being real, by being genuine, by being and creating dialect through a collective consciousness. Therefore, not just what I'm saying, it's what you guys say as well. Anyway, let me see what's being said. Seaweed Dragon saying, yes, that's lovely and true, but work parties can be different. I don't say all work parties are bad, because that wouldn't be fair. But I think a lot can be, depending on the dynamics of and the culture of that workplace, I suppose. Seaweed Dragon saying, Jesus, pagan, midwinter solstice, etc. With regards to Christmas. Yeah. So, one second, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, the winter solstice, pagans. I'm explaining it very briefly. I think I've already said it, haven't I? Basically saying that they just had a big meal on the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. They just have a meal together, and that was it. And also, I suppose they celebrate back then. This is going over 2,000 years ago. They'd be thinking, "Oh, fucking brilliant! We're still alive. It's winter, and we're still alive. Let's celebrate that too. Let's appreciate the fact that we're still alive." Because 2,000 years ago, over 2,000 years ago, life would have been a lot different, a lot tougher, wouldn't it? I suppose life expectancy would be a lot less. I think Christianity, let's say, borrowed some of the concepts from paganism and then adapted it to their ways, let's say. A lot of people might not agree with that, but that's what my thoughts are on that. And Sander's saying, I love Christmas, but not work parties. Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. And you want to do it your own way. You want to spend that your own way. I remember going on works parties when I was younger. I'd get absolutely obliterated. I'd get absolutely pissed out my face. I'd be messy. I'd be really messy. And I'd have no money at the end of it. I'd be absolutely skint. I'd spend all my money in a few nights on silly things and be hungover and so tired and feel horrible and have no money left. And then I think, oh my God, I've still got 5 weeks until I get until I next get paid. That's what happens as well. Mad Friday, basically, can occur then. Sander saying, I just found out, Sander, today that herpes simplex virus causes encephalitis. It's a cold sore virus, basically. Yikes. Yes, it does, Sander. You're correct. Teddy's saying 67, basically, and therefore saying this is average. Maybe it is average. How could it be better, Teddy? Could it be better? Is that what you mean? This is average by 67. How could it be better? Will be interesting to know. How can I make this better? Sander's just unlocked another fear. Well done for discovering another fear, Sander. Enjoy. I'm joking. Sander's then saying 6-7. That's what it means, doesn't it? 67 means like 6 or 7 out of 10. Is that what it means? Average. Therefore, this is average kind of thinking. It's like a trend or whatever. Who gives a fuck? I'm just going to keep speaking. Anyway, Seaweed Draga saying we did have lots of festivals traditionally to mark different times of the year and other events, but we don't take part as much anymore. We have TVs, we have phones, and we have jobs. You're very right there. We're isolated, mate. There's less togetherness. We're not close-knit anymore a lot of the time. We're all separated from each other, and we all have distractions, Seaweed Draga, in relation to what you're saying, those distractions of what I'm just going through what you just said, and I agree with what you've just said. Our phones just like a magnet for the eyes. The TV's a magnet for the eyes. Our jobs take up our time and our energy. Our phones take up our time and our energy, and they can be very positive things sometimes. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, but we don't take part as much anymore. That's very true. I'd say for a lot of people, not for everyone, but for a lot. Sander's saying where I'm from, that we're still into the traditions. Yes, it's more old school. It's a little more, I suppose, it's kind of in a way more innocent, less influenced by the Western world in Croatia, for example. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. There's other countries that are like that as well, not just Croatia. Dawn saying, all right, Dawn saying, we went to the Christmas market, by the way. Oh, cool. How was it? A mulled wine and a Bailey's hot chocolate in tiny paper cups. 17 quid, never again. Oh, shit, that's expensive, mate. Wow. Yeah. Some crappy paper cup and just a drink in it, and it's 17 quid for 2 drinks. Yeah, let's be real, it's a bit of a rip-off. Christmas market, especially Edinburgh, it's like prime in the city centre. It's such a prime location, isn't it? Yeah, it's not cheap, Dawn, at all. Did you like it? Did you not like it? By the sounds of it, you didn't really like it, which is fine. At least you experienced it, I suppose. Was there anything good about it? How is Carol, isn't it? How's he doing, by the way? Is he okay? I hope he's not doing too many hours, by the way. I'm thinking about your partner there, Dawn. I hope he's all right. Sandra's laughing, saying, welcome to the magical world of Christmas markets, where you get paid extortionate amounts for a average drink in a paper cup. Enjoy, enjoy. Yes. It can be nice sometimes. Anyway, Sandra's saying, I think it can be nice to an extent. If you're walking through, you've got a nice hot drink. I know it's expensive. A nice bit of food. You can get a bit of the Christmas spirit there, I suppose. I'm being optimistic there with regards to Christmas markets. I've been to a few. I've been to the one in York. I've been to the one in Edinburgh, which were good. They were good. I couldn't do it all the time. Sandra's asking where Seaward Draga is from. Seaward Draga is saying hot chocolate and coffee is nice with Bailey's. That's nice, Seaward Draga. I agree. That sounds like a nice drink. That's like a mocha, isn't it? But with the Bailey's in. That's nice. I bet it gets sickly after a while, but I bet it's nice though. Or for me, the cheap, one moment. Or for me, the cheap Irish cream liquor from Aldi or Lidl, LOL, or sometimes almond liquor. Almond liquor, what's that? Oh, I forgot the name of that drink. Like marzipan, is it? Seaward Dragon. Amaretto. Is it amaretto? Yeah, it is. Amaretto. I like that drink. It's very sweet. It can be sickly, but it tastes good. 1 or 2 of those is nice. I've not had that for a long time. Seaward Draga saying, Sandra B, England, are you Croatia? He's asking the question there. Sandra saying, yes, Seaward Draga. Whereabouts in England are you from, Seaward Draga, is the question. I'm from Chorley, which is near, you might know it, Chorley, which is close to 30 miles away from Manchester, is a simple way for me to say it. Coffee or hot chocolate with Bailey's is amazing. Yeah, it's nice. Let's be real, it's nice. It's nice. Another question for you, Dawn. I'm going to be, I don't know, during Christmas, obviously, I might be having a drink. I might be just coming out. I'm basically meat only at the moment. I'm going to come away from it on Christmas Day. Obviously, I just want to be careful not to just completely overload my body because it won't be ready. It won't be used to the carbs anymore. I need to be careful. What best way of approaching that is the question, in your opinion, with regards to be eating at Christmas? Or just go for it and see what happens. Sandra says she likes Christmas markets. It's nice if they're not too busy as well. I suppose you just got to make the best of it, I suppose. Depends which way you look at it. Everyone's got different opinions, different perceptions. Don't say an iced latte with Bailey's. Yeah, that works. Absolutely. Sanders mentioned a Croatian Bajadera drink. I'll show it to show it you. I want to show you something now. We've got it here. Basically, one moment, guys. I'll show you the drink that Sanders on about. I've got it in the fridge. 1 minute. I'm just in my fridge now. I know you can't see me, but I'm sure you can hear me. So this is the drink, by the way. Can you see that Sanders on about Badel? And it's basically Bailey's, but it's arguably, it's nicer. It depends which way you look at it. You've got to try it. You'd have to try it to truly know. That's what Sanders on about. It's 16%. It's called Badel. I can't even say it properly. It's hazelnut almond nuggets and the finest cocoa. It's 16% alcohol. Very, very, very similar to Bailey's, but it's nicer. That's the back of it there. You can't really see it properly there, guys, but I've just showed you the bottle of it. There's not much left in there. Like a creamy liqueur. It's really nice. Most people won't have had that. Seaward Dragon saying almond liquor is very sweet. Amaretto, yeah, I was right. Thanks for making sure. Thanks for reminding me. Seaward Dragon saying Manchester originally, but I'm down south now. Okay, interesting. What's the comparison then, Seaward Drago? Is it better down south? Do you prefer it down south? Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way. It means a lot. I just want to say thank you to anyone that has done. Appreciate you all. Seaward Dragon saying, I'd love to visit Croatia. 1,000 islands, apparently, yes. There's a lot of islands surrounding Croatia that you can hop in and out of. Santa's saying, Seaward Dragon, yes, beautiful islands. Don saying, I would start with milk a few days before. I find ice cream gives me the least bad effects. Then maybe a couple of biscuits or something. I was 3 months strict when I decided to eat a box full of chocolate. I remember you saying, and you just crashed and burned. Right. Need to be careful with that. Sanders then saying, ha ha ha, can't believe you've got it out. Yeah, I got it out, Sander. I don't, at least there, innit? So I'm going to get it out. If you're talking about it and I've got it there, I'm going to get it out. You need to try that. It's really, really nice. Honestly, it's better than Bailey's. Bailey's is top. Don't get me wrong. It's really nice. That's nicer. In my opinion. You might not agree. You might not agree. You've got to try. The only way to know is to try it and then make your own opinion. You ate the chocolate fingers, like the Cadbury's ones, and you regretted it. Why did you regret it? How did it make you feel exactly? What did it do to you? Did you just curl up in a ball? Was your stomach sore? Was you absolutely drained? I bet it was nice when you were eating them. Just in case anyone doesn't know, Dawn eats a carnivore diet, meaning you're having no carbs, no bread, no pasta, no rice, no chocolate. You're just eating an animal-based products, basically chicken, eggs, meat, etc. Which is a very limited diet if you think about it. You're cutting out a hell of a lot. And then to go from that extreme to all for months and months, then all of a sudden you're eating chocolate biscuits and you eat a box full of them, your body's going to go into shock, isn't it? Don't saying that sound, I'll carry on anyway. Don't saying that sounds epic. And Santa's then said it's delicious and addictive because it's so freaking good. I need to, I'm going to eat on Christmas Day. I might have a few drinks on Christmas Day as well. I might as well. But I just want to do it the best way, as smartly as possible. I just want to limit feeling bad, basically. Seaward Drag is saying all the way down south, much better. So you don't regret it then. Santa's saying, I always tell Brad we should live down Seaward Draghi. Yeah, you do. You always tell me to go there. Do we do it? Do I do it? Seaward Drag is saying, it's much nicer down here. I think so anyway. better than Manchester for sure. I think for me personally, I don't want to be in the middle of nowhere, but I don't want to be in a massively busy city centre either. I like nature. Obviously, love nature. I like a little bit, I don't know, a small town or something like that that's really, really nice. I'd like, with access to the city that's not far away, would be good for me personally. Santa's saying to you, Draghi, yes, it makes sense. I believe the best of England is always the south. Not all of the south, though. Some of the south isn't so good. It depends. Stone saying I was wired to the moon. Heart racing, pure panic. That sounds awful. So just a pure shock to the system with all the sugars that are going on by the sounds of it, Dawn. Thanks for explaining how shit that must feel. Santa says yes, LOL. Seaward Dragon says, I think this. He's then saying, I think that the southwest is better to live, but I think the north has much better natural beauty, parks, peaks, Pennines, etc. Yeah. And if you get into Scotland, there's more of it. The further north you go, you get more nature overall, I'd say. Scotland, a lot of it is just countryside and etc., isn't it? It's loads of it. It's vast. Santa's saying, nah, Stable Dragon, the north isn't it. Yes, nature, etc., but the rest is pretty much rough. A lot of the towns, like Blackburn, Bolton, Wigan, Rochdale, there's so many more. Bury, there's so many more. I've only named a few. Oldham. The list can go on and on. A lot of these places have gone massively downhill in the last 20 years. They're just a shadow of the former self. It's a bit sad, really. Yeah. A lot of places are struggling. Towns are struggling. People are struggling. In my opinion, anyway. Towns are quite rough indeed. Yes, they are. Absolutely, like Blackburn. I'll just use Blackburn as an example because I went to school in Blackburn. I worked in Blackburn. I went out a lot in Blackburn. I spent a lot of time in Blackburn, and don't get me wrong, it's not always been the best place in the world, but it was a lot better 20 years ago. It really, really was. You should see it now compared to what it was. People used to go to Blackburn from Manchester for a night out, which sounds crazy now. You think I was lying. Some people might think I was lying, but people used to come from different towns to come to Blackburn for a night out because there was lots of bars and little clubs and there was nightlife and there was stuff going on. It wasn't the best thing in the world, but there was stuff going on, and honestly, you should see it now. It's charity shops, it's Greg's, it's Pound Bakery, it's more charity shops, it's closed shop, a closed shop closed down, shop closed down, shop closed down, charity shop, bookies, Pound Bakery, and that's it. A lot of it. And it used to have all loads of independent businesses, things were thriving, and it's just gone downhill. This is the way it is, I suppose. You just want to be around a safe environment that has opportunities, I suppose, don't you? It depends what you want. London's meant to be a lot rougher now as well. Not that I've been for a long time, but it's meant to be quite a dangerous city. Edinburgh's nice, in my opinion. Edinburgh's really nice. I'm sure it's got its bad bits as well. Of course, everywhere else. Anyway, let me carry on one moment. Dawn saying, I want to go way north, okay? So north, it will take me all day to get to a city. You want to be out of the way. You want away from people. You want to be in pure nature, as it naturally is. Off the grid, by the sounds of it, Dawn. That's got its positives. There's pros and cons to that. It's got a lot of positives too. Towns are quite rough indeed. Like I've just said that, sorry. Quite rough, yeah. Quite, City of Drago, they're really, some of these towns are fucking shitholes, mate. They're fucking shitholes, let's be real. How do I know? I come from one. I do. I've not got that life now, thank God. I've had to work hard to get where I am. Came from nothing. So with Drag saying, Dawn, I will eventually go north too. Much more green space. If that's what you want, go for it, Sewer Draga. Yeah, absolutely. It feels more free in Scotland to me. Less. I'm not saying people are completely free, because we're not all completely free, are we? In my opinion, maybe people don't agree, but I think people are more free in Scotland. They seem to be anyway. Sander saying, I like and subscribe. Thanks, Sander. I appreciate that. I'm just going to replace that. Thank you. Scotland has the right to roam, the freedom to roam. Less people, less problems. I think there's about 4 million people in Scotland. It's quite a big country for 4 million people. The numbers might be obviously not exactly that, but look at London, it's 20 million people-ish, maybe more. And Scotland is a lot bigger area, of course, than London is. Sandra saying, ha ha ha, Brad, you forgot retail parks. Yeah, retail parks. You can park there for free. Trafford Centre would be a big version of one. The retail parks, they're obviously, you've seen them. There's Burger King, there's all these places, there's KFC, there's Nando's, there's Home Bargains, there's fucking, what else is there? They're all copy-paste, so is what I'm trying to say. There's Asda, there's fucking Tesco, there's Sainsbury's or whatever. And they're all good and well, and they're useful. Don't get me wrong, you can get things from them that you need. However, they're all the same in every bloody town all over the country. It's like soulless corporations, isn't it? It's big corporations taking over these retail parks who take up all the business. That's why they eat up the small fish. And obviously town centres you need to pay for. You need to pay to park there, don't you? And it's hard to get there. They can be really busy. Town centres, city centres, hard to get to. Have to pay for the parking. Sometimes going to pay for a lot for the parking. These retail parks, the parking's free a lot of the time. Easier to park. Everything's there. That's what's happened as well. Internet is another reason why these things have changed. Dawn saying, yeah, England sounds quite restrictive. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sandra's saying England is such a shitty country. Oh, hell. Ugh, it's got worse. It has. Sorry, it has. I get you. It used to be better, Sandra, trust me. But that's all good and well. That's the past. It's tough shit. You've got to move on. You've got to make the best of now and find the best you can. Find the best opportunities you can. You're not a tree, you can move. You're not a tree, you can move if you want to. If you put your mind to it. Don saying you can camp wherever you want here, apart from a couple of places like Lot Lomond. Yeah, going back to the freedom to roam, which Silvia Drago has mentioned. Absolutely, Dawn. Dawn saying it has nice parts, but I agree, Sander. And it is true, Dawn, as well. Sander's saying. Dawn saying, I like it. Edinburgh is beautiful if you just delete the humans. Yeah. Yeah. If you just delete the humans, it'd be great. You could have some people are nice, don't get me wrong, Dawn, but some are just annoying as hell, as you know. Shit. Maybe that could be write a letter to the Prime Minister and have a word, say, look, can you sort this out for me, please? I'm sure he'll sort it out for you, Dawn. Jokes aside, anyway, I'll keep going. Dawn's saying, yeah, off the grid, just as us and animals and a few weirdos are a couple of miles away. Living off the grid. That takes skills, doesn't it, that a lot of people don't have. I think you'd have to learn some skills to be able to do that. Most people don't have those skills. Making your own food, tending to animals, butchering animals, because you need to eat the chickens, for example, you'll need to butcher them yourself. Learning how to work electricity, gas, etc., etc. A lot of people don't have those abilities. Good skills to have, though. Sandra's saying that's my dream, Dawn, too, to live off the grid. It's possible, or get closer to that. You might not get it completely 100%, but you might get it. You can move. You can work towards making that happen more for you. Work towards it. Dawn saying it's too peoply here. Edinburgh, yeah, I can imagine. Siwa Draga's got a different perspective, and I respect that. Thanks, Siwa Draga. Siwa Draga saying, I don't care. I think England is beautiful. We had a great country, nicer towns, and tighter-knit communities, but everything has just gone to crap in the last few decades. Siwa Draga, you're right. You're right. I agree. It's good to see. It's good to hear that you still think England is beautiful, and there's parts of it that are. There really are. There really is, and it's good to have that optimistic view on that. We had, though, had is past. I'm going through your comment, by the way, of course. We had a great country. Had. Was. Past, of course. The towns were nicer. Siwa Draga, they really were, as you know. Tight-knit communities. Now we're all separated, like you said before. We're just all separated. And it has gone to crap in the last few decades. Absolutely, I'd say in the last 15 years, 20 years-ish, give or take. Sandra's saying, capitalism has bummed you here in England. Yeah, dry. We've been done dry, I'm afraid. Emphasis on had a great country. Not anymore. Not right now, no. Not right now. I'm still making the best of it, though. I'm still going to make the best of it. I have to. Yorick's agreeing with Sandra's truth. Sandra's truth. Yeah, of course. Sandra's just got a deep hankering for Mr. Gold, of course. Who wouldn't? That's another person that comes on here, by the way. That's what we're talking about with regards to that. This Mr. Gold just talks about gold, by the way, all the time. Anyway, Dawn's then saying, it's getting worse here too, but in England 2 years ago, I needed a receipt to be let out of a fucking shop. Wow, they stopped you. Because they stopped you leaving because you didn't have a receipt. That's crazy, isn't it? What shop was that, Dawn? Is the question. I think it was in the Metro Centre. Metro Centre, where? Sorry, forgive me, where's the Metro Centre? I don't know. Is that Newcastle? Am I completely wrong? Or Manchester, I can't remember. Sandra saying, what the fuck, Dawn? LOL. Sandra saying, I'm not butchering any animals, but I'll let you do that, Brad. I wouldn't like to do that, but I would do that if I had to. If I need to eat, then I'm going to do it. I don't believe in killing animals for fun, though, or for sport. I think that's disgusting. But at the end of the day, if I need to eat, I'm going to butcher the animal if I had to. But we're so used to just buying it in Tesco, buying it in a packet. We don't think about it, do we? It's convenient, isn't it? We lose these skills. But if I had to, I'd do it. Absolutely. And I'd just get used to it. Not that I enjoy doing it. I won't enjoy doing it. I just think as a necessity. I do it as a necessity, basically. Dawn saying, yeah, we were like locked in like a cattle crush. Yeah, oh, awful. Sandra's brandishing a knife on here. Sandra's saying, Dawn, God save the king. LOL. I hate as well. You might not agree with me, guys. I'm English, right? Okay. I fucking hate the national anthem. And they think, oh, that's not very patriotic of you, Brad. I don't like it. I don't like the words behind it. God save the king. No. I'm not. No. Why? Why should God save just the king? That's stupid. I hate the words. I hate the song. I really do. I deeply do not like that song, actually. I fucking don't like that song. The English national anthem is shit. The Scottish national anthem is amazing, a lot better. It just sounds better. I've been to Murrayfield. I've heard it. It's so much better. Even speaking as an English person, even though if England play football or rugby, I'm supporting England all the way. I'm all in or whatever with regards to sport, but I don't like the national anthem. I don't know what everyone else thinks, but I just don't like it. Sorry, I'm going on now, giving my 2p's worth, and I'm not really into the royal family at all. I think they're just parasites, in my opinion. And their ancestors were basically ruthless bullies, which got them into the position that they're in. Ruthless bullies. And then, anyway, I'll shut up. That's my thoughts on the royals. I don't like them. And I hate the national anthem. Shit. And it doesn't even sound good. It's not even a good song. It's not even sound good. No. Anyway, a lot of people might not like me for that, but that's my 2p's worth, whatever. Anyway, don't say I'm a total hypocrite. I'm carnivore. I want to save all the animals. I get that. I get that. Yeah. I suppose, though, it's just, I don't know which way you look at that, isn't it? I suppose, do you become a vegan or a vegetarian then if you don't become the hypocrite in regards to that? I think a lot of people are like that, Dawn, to be honest. Santa's saying, Dawn, laughing my fucking ass off. I love a burger, but you love moo-moo cows too. So Sandra loves the moo-moo cows, but she'll happily eat the burger while adoring them from the window. Yes, we need to eat. Sorry, but we need to eat. Again, not everyone's going to agree with that one, but that's fine. Silver Dragon saying that's fine, Dawn. Yorick Browns is saying, I love a spicy vegan burger now and then. Thanks, Yorick. Yeah, sometimes veggie burgers are nice. They can be tasty. Of course, I agree. And Silver Dragon is saying the meat industry is disgusting and excessive. We should stop being so wasteful, but I still like the meat. I like your honesty, guys. I like your fucking honesty. Respect that. Yes, the meat industry can be brutal. It can be cruel. Yeah, I agree. We live in a throwaway society. I'll say it again. We live in a throwaway society. And that's not just with meat or food. It's with things. You get bored of things. We do it with people as well. People do it, go from one relationship to the next. Throwaway society. Just discard people. Discard everything. Very ungrateful sometimes and wasteful. I agree with Seawood Drago. It goes beyond just the material, doesn't it? Not the material, it goes beyond food. It goes onto other things as well, in my opinion. Sanders then saying, Yorick, I never had that. I love a juicy beef burger. I love beef burgers. They're amazing. They're fucking amazing. One of my favourite foods. Just tastes amazing. Yorick then saying, eating chicken burger all the time. You get tired of eating chicken burger all the time. You get tired of eating chicken. Yeah, if you eat something too much, you're going to get tired of it. I've got to be careful with that myself right now. God, I remembered Dawn. Fuck me, I'm good. Sorry, I'm just giving myself a little pat on the back. I remembered that Metro place was Newcastle. Newcastle's good. Not a bad city. Nice stadium as well. I've been to the stadium. Sanders saying, Sewer Dragon, the Cowspiracy documentary was disturbing. Yeah, I saw that years ago. Yorick's asking, is it in YouTube, Sander? Dawn says, we were actually shut in with barriers until you scanned your receipts. Yeah, until you prove what you paid. Yeah, I've seen that before, Dawn. And Sander's saying, laughing my ass off, Primark of all places. Yeah, wow. Sander's saying it was on Netflix, Yorick. Sewer Drag saying, Sander, I watched Earthlings years ago. I was vegetarian after a few weeks, but caved into chicken burger. I'll be honest, I was vegetarian for about 3 years. And this is years ago. It was over 10 years ago. I was fucking hell. I did it for about 3 years. I found it really easy to adapt to, but I don't think it was the best for me. I didn't think it worked for me properly. I remember biting my lip a lot. I'd bite my lip randomly. And maybe it was because I needed more of a meat diet, basically, more balanced diet. It didn't really work for me, but I did it for a while. And it was based on watching those documentaries. I was influenced by it. Looking back now, I wasn't educated enough, really. I wasn't well educated enough. But I thought I was at the time. Santa's going yum yum beef and chicken. Zero Dragon saying, yeah, it was quite disturbing, to be honest. Yeah, it is, of course, the reality of the cruelty of life. But have you ever seen that before? If the animals had a devil, who would it be? It'd be us, humans. If the animals had a devil, it'd be humans. I've seen it on a post a long time ago. Santa's saying very much so. Dawn's saying maybe there was a nice king at the time. Yeah, it was really. Henry VIII was lovely. It was great. That big fat bastard who created the. What did he create? Protestants and Catholics. Sorry, I'm hearing noises in the background. I'm hearing something outside. Sorry, someone's kicking off. Celtic and Glasgow. That feud's still there. That originates from Henry VIII, doesn't it? Going off on a tangent there anyway. So yeah, maybe there's a nice king at the time. Maybe. I don't think so. I'm very anti-royal. I'm not a royalist. I remember having a conversation once and I said I don't like the royal family, and this woman got really upset with me. She worked with me. She was really upset. She was defending them, really defending them, which is her opinion, of course. But she was not happy with me. Anyway, Silver Dragon saying, yeah, chicken and bacon, yummy. Go together well. Have you ever wrapped the chicken breast in the bacon? Always a good one. Sandra's saying yummy bacon. Yorick saying, I've stopped eating bacon since the swine flu. I haven't. I'm okay, mate. I'm not saying that can. It's like saying I'm not. Also, if you think about it, mad cow's disease in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, wasn't it? Mad cow disease. People stopped eating beef at the time. I eat bacon sometimes, Yorick. I'm okay for now. It's your choice, though, of course. Yorick saying chicken and lamb only for me. Fair enough, if that's what you prefer. Tana's saying Yorick, fair enough. I eat it really, but I love it. Sandra doesn't like lamb. Yorick saying lamb is nice when it's cut properly and soft and tender. Yeah, it can be nice. I don't eat that often, if I'm honest. And Don's saying, I believe our natural diet is meat, but also respecting and protecting other animals is a good thing. Yeah, respecting and protecting other animals is a good thing. Yeah. Protecting and looking after the environment that you're in as well, not just the animals, the environment that you're in, not leaving it a mess, keeping it tidy, keeping it well looked after. Seaward Draga says true. Sandra then says Yorick, I believe so, but not for me. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the comments. Sanders is saying, I love a nice non-dry turkey crown. Turkey crown can be good as long as it's not dry. Yeah, you've got to, don't know if I'm an expert at cooking these, but turkey can become too dry, can't it? It's keeping it. Anyway, I'll carry on. Don't say we were at Tandor. It's a nudist campsite. What's Tandor? When did you go to a nudist campsite, Dawn? When was that? And did you? Oh God, that's different. That's different. Why? When did you go, and what was good about it? Why did you enjoy it? Silver Dragon saying, haha, yeah, craving meat or biting yourself, yeah, absolutely. Santa saying Dawn, nudist campsite, question mark. In Newcastle, Dawn says. Superdrug saying, but sod all that. I like eating meat. I'd probably be very sick, weak, and unhappy not eating meat. I think you need it in your body. I think we need it. Dawn saying there's one in York too. It's full of pensioners. I don't think I'd like to see that, if I'm honest. Full of pensioners with the bits out. It's funny though. But it's awesome having a barbecue and swimming naked. I'm sure it's fun swimming naked. Barbecues are nice. Santa's saying, oh, Dawn, what brought you there? The thought of naked people all around me is nightmare. Yeah. Each their own. It's all good. Santa's saying, oh, Dawn, what brought you there? Oh, anyway, I've already asked that. All vegans I know aren't healthy. Guess what? I agree. Have you ever tried vegan cheese? It's fucking horrendous. Vegan cheese. Have you tried it? It's like rubber, bland rubber. It's absolutely awful. Santa says, Dawn, naked pensioners, I'm out, I'm done. Dawn said it's great, probably liberating. No one gives a shit. They're just walking around naked with their pink bits and whatever else. Santa's saying, hell no, Dawn. Right, Yorik's giving a different perspective. I believe, depending on blood type, you can be healthier as vegan or carnivore. Does it depend on your genes as well? Dawn's saying, don't knock it until you've tried it, Sander. Dawn's saying, I've looked into the blood type diets, but we all have the same digestive system. With regards to diets. I'm going to see how it goes. To truly know something is to experience it yourself and see if it works for you personally and adapt it if you need to. That's my thoughts on that. Not one size fits all. And also, it depends. Yeah, I think it depends. I think there's a lot of benefits that can be taken from a carnivore-only diet. The only vegan diet I am personally very skeptical on, personally. I think vegetarian probably more easier to manage. But I think, me personally, I think for me, I need meat works for me better. I'm eating a lot less on this carnivore diet. I think I've lost a bit of fat. Overall, my energy's been good last week. I've had some crash days recently, though, let's be real. So hopefully overall, I'm going to feel a lot better, a lot more clear-headed, and a lot more energetic, eating a lot less of highly processed foods. And I think that's going to be a good thing. Eating less highly processed foods, having less sugars in your body is, in my opinion, is a good thing. However, everyone's different. And also, some people just think, do you know what? I'm just going to eat shit and that's it. And I enjoy it and I'm happy. And that's up to them. It's up to each individual. I think it's good to get your bloods tested. Of course, get your bloods tested. To see, that will give you the clear results. To see what's working for you and what isn't. They're saying there's a blood type diet that is better for your health depending on your blood. I'd have to look more into that, though, if I'm honest, Shorik, to give an educated answer or perspective on that. I'm not an expert on that, if I'm honest. But it's interesting. Seaweed Drag is saying, yes, Dawn is right. So Seaweed Drag is agreeing with Dawn. Santa's saying, Dawn, I'm all right. Thanks with regards to the nature trail that's going on. Dawn's saying we don't have any system for getting rid of plant toxins efficiently within our bodies. Barbecue lamb is amazing. I'm sure it bloody is. I think I might need to eat that, to be honest, Dawn, because I'm limited with my diet at the moment. So I need to just experience as much as I can to keep it varied as possible with regards to the carnivore diet that I'm on. So I'd say there's different tests, Yorik, not just blood related. Like you could be testing your Sorry, I'm struggling to speak here. Cholesterol levels and etc. etc. You could be testing. So Eric's saying there's also a test you can do with a strand of hair. It tells you what foods you are more sensitive to, allergic to, or get bloated with, etc. I think I've heard of that, Yorick. Interesting. Sanders thinks that you don't believe that not everything works for everyone diet-wise. I don't think so too. Not. I don't think things are always one size fits all. I think you just got to find out what works best for you. Listen to different perspectives. Be open-minded. Try things. And then form your own opinion. Dawn's saying there's no other species that's part carnivore and part herbivores. All lions are carnivore. All cows are herbivores, etc., etc. Trying to think. Monkeys. What about monkeys? But they're very similar to us, I suppose. Sander's going to sleep. Good night, Sander. Sorry, I'm going to keep going for a while. Sander's saying, have a great night. I'd love to see you all. Good night, Sander. Thanks for being with us. Vegan cheese, no thanks. It's fucking shit, mate. Don't try it. You can if you want. You might love it. No, eat the real thing. If you can eat cheese, eat the real thing. Two Drag is saying good night to Sander. Two Dawn. No other species like us, but we need a variety of foods to make our body work. I'm trying to think. I'm going to keep going with this carnivore diet. A lot of the time, I'd agree with you, Yorick, with what you're saying from before. But I'm going to try this carnivore diet and see what it takes me. A lot of people might think this carnivore diet's too extreme as well. I can understand why they think that. Some people do the omnivore, don't they? They have other things like fruits and honey, etc. Sander agrees with Yorick. So people don't always have to agree either, by the way. They really don't. They really, really don't. Dawn disagrees. We have so many diseases that magically appear when you stop eating plants. I'll test the theory. Also, let's think this year, half of the year I was ill. Not massively ill, I had a bit of a cold or whatever. I'm on this diet now. I'm going to continue with this diet as long as I'm healthy. I'm going to keep going with it. And let's see how many times I'm ill in a year when I'm doing it. Inuit people don't have plants and hardly have any disease. Do they feed off fish, seals, I think. Dawn, the Inuits. Is that the Inuits, the people that are on the North Pole, South Pole? Let's have a sip of water. One moment. Obviously, as well, we've been influenced by. What have we been influenced by? Anyway, people are brainwashed to think that plants are healthy. I still am as well. If I'm honest, it's still in my head, Dawn. If I'm completely honest, it is. The fact that the government says eat 5 a day is enough. Eat your greens and get your vaccines. Get your vaccines. They're really good, these vaccines. They'll definitely help you. They have big billboards. I'm joking, by the way. They have big billboards, don't they? They have them in Chorley, a big fuck off NHS billboard. Do you know what I mean? And what's it saying? Get your fucking vaccines. It's like they're really selling it. They're really pushing it. Yep. There is some benefits out of vegetables, though. Come on, there's got to be. There's, there just is. I'm sorry, but I think there is. There's nutritional benefits that can be gained from plants. Are there going to be some toxins in there as well? Yes, there is. Are there going to be some toxins in the meat? I'm just thinking. Making me think. We were brought up with that pie chart, aren't we? Is it the pie chart, like the big pie chart, which was created in like the 1920s? Correct me if I'm wrong on the year. And it was brought out by the American food industry. And it said you should have a percentage of meat, a percentage of vegetables, a percentage of dairy, a percentage of this. And I think that model isn't. I don't think it's the best model. It's not the best. It's not. Sorry, I'm struggling to speak. Sorry, guys. Basically, long story short, is there's a big pie chart that was created in the 1920s with regard to the different food groups and the recommended percentages of those food groups that you should eat to have a healthy life. A lot of that pie chart is not true, in my opinion. It's not right. And another one is, I don't know if you've heard of this one, is breakfast, which is meaning fasting, breaking your fast, of course. Obviously, breakfast has been around for thousands of years or whatever, but the Americans, they wanted to sell more meat. More food. So they said the most important meal of the day is breakfast. So it was advertising in America in the 1920s around there to get people to buy more products. There's a lot of also, with regards to diets, there's been so many diets: Atkins diet, keto diet, carnivore diet, vegan diet, vegetarian diet, and the list can go on and on and on. I've not even named them all. And there's a lot of literature out there that can be contradictory, can't it? So it's confusing. That's why people aren't always sure. It can be confusing, in my opinion. Don't think archaeologists can tell if bones are from before agriculture or after, because when we started eating grains, bones were less. Okay. Teeth were crooked, jaws were smaller. Jackson saying, I read that regular meat consumption, though, is related to risk of heart disease, colorectal cancer, and type 2 diabetes, stroke. Is the average diet, think about in relation to that could be true, Yorick. I'm not 100% sure, but it could be. What am I trying to think now, though? Think about this one. What's happened with obesity in the Western world? It's increased. What's type 2 diabetes? What's the disease? It's increased since the 70s, let's say. Comorbidities, people unhealthier. A lot of it's from food, and it's from the diets that we're having. And a lot of that is coming from our shopping habits, which are eat at McDonald's, go to Tesco, go to Iceland, buy your processed foods and eat there. A lot of it's coming from the foods. So a lot of those things are coming from those foods as well. Johnny saying, I just don't know what to believe nowadays. And I can really, really agree with that. I'm not, yeah, I agree with what you've just said. It's hard to believe. It's hard to know what to believe nowadays. Yes, it can be very confusing. It's interesting. Do your research. Make your own opinion, of course. Don't say, have a look at Dr. Philip Avadia. He's a heart surgeon who says carbs cause heart disease. Don't say I was all about plants and herbs just a few years ago. of course. But I eat my words now. Don't think when they do these studies, like burgers and pizza are considered meats. And obviously they're not, because they contain bread, of course, and carbs, etc. Bread's just a very cheap way to fill up, isn't it? Yeah, I think that you digest 98% of meat. You feel satiated? You feel satiated. Basically, you feel full from it because of the nutritional value from it. You're like saying, I think the meat from fast food is definitely more risk for heart disease. Absolutely, it's highly processed, pumped full of shit. True, like fried chicken, etc. But fresh meat is healthier. Absolutely, that's true. I'd agree with that. Meat is absolutely everything that you need. Dawn said, I think I've already read that. The only thing you might need is some sardines for iodine. Lugols, isn't it? Lugols iodine. We use iodine at the hospital, Dawn, for prepping. Basically, prepping meaning to, you might know this, but we use alcoholic iodine, betadine. It's called iodine. It's to create a sterile field. Basically, it's to clean the area that's being operated on. You can. I don't like sardines, though, if I'm honest. I really don't like sardines. I'm doing an 8 till 9 shift tomorrow. It's going to be a long fucking ass day. The day after that, I'm doing an 8 till 7:30. Yeah, I'm going to be working hard. Yorick saying, Dawn, if you ever start your own YouTube channel, you should do the channel associating for carnivore people. Love that type of content. Anything that helps raise awareness for a healthier diet. Dr. Chafe, I've seen him. I've seen the videos for that. We're speaking to a guy with a colostomy bag and it's rank. But he said all the plants came out, not how they went in, but the meat was digested. Yorick saying not associating meat, meaning advocate. Don't saying iodine is great stuff, but yes, Lugols is the one you would supplement with. Yeah, Lugols, yeah. We use it for washout as well, Lugols, iodine. We use it in hips and knees, the Lugols, which is, sorry, what might be boring this, but it's 20 mils of iodine mixed in with like a litre of sodium chloride. And we use it as a washout, basically to, once the knee replacement's been, once the knee's been replaced with a metal knee, let's say, saying it really vaguely, they use the Lugol's iodine to wash it out, to clean it. You thought about a channel, Yorick. What are you going to do, Dawn? What do you want to do? Obviously, you've got your horses. Do whatever you want, if you want to do it. Do something that you enjoy, that you're interested in. Yeah, if you're going to do it. What we're going to say about the channel, it's hard. I find it difficult sometimes. I do my best. I really do my best. It's difficult, man. Some people might be naturally better at it. I don't know. But I think you've just got to fucking turn up. You just got to turn up and do your best and adapt and try and enjoy it. Takes the pressure off a little bit. Use it on the horses for cuts or hoof infections. Yeah, it's very useful. Really useful. Absolutely great for sanitation, etc. Yeah. I'm full of useless information as well. I remember loads of mad shit. I remember fucking when songs came out in the 90s. Such useless information. Very saying, Brad, I noticed that's your catchphrase. Do your best. Just try. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I don't know if that's my catchphrase. I just say it. Yeah. Yeah, I could use it as a catchphrase. Thanks. You've had so many ADHD deep dives. What into topics? Yep. I do the same. Not only from ADHD, but with the deep dives into topics, etc. Quick question, Dawn. When did you start to feel? I don't know. When did you start to feel really good on the meat only diet? Is the question. How long did it take you to adapt? Like yesterday, I did the cardio. And it absolutely wiped me out. It wiped me out. My body wasn't ready. I think it takes a couple of weeks, doesn't it, to get truly into it. Maybe I'm being a bit impatient. Yeah, you got it. Go for it. It's not going to kill you for one. It's not going to kill you. Buy your meat in bulk. It'll save you money if you're going to do it. Eggs are essential, in my opinion. Not that I'm the expert here, because I've only been doing it for 10 days, so I'm not the expert. Definitely is this Celtic salt. You can get it from Amazon. It's about £6-7 for a bag, and you only need little pinches of it, as far as I know, little bits of it, helping you with your electrolytes. It's going to be more expensive, yes, probably. You were on a ketogenic diet beforehand, so it was quicker for you. It's going to be quicker for you if you're already doing that. Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm doing really well. I think I'm doing fucking really well. I'm doing it for 10 days. I'm on it. I'm all in. Keep the salt up until it tastes bad. Right, I need to eat more of the salt, definitely. Therefore, in a nutshell, more electrolytes needed. Yeah. You had a low carb diet, but included the veg. That alone's really good. The keto diet alone is much better than imagine the shit that we eat, though. The shit that we eat at the supermarket, the crisps, the chocolate, all day, every day, the bread, the shit, the meats, the processed meats. It's not good. It's not good, but we're just so used to it within the population, within the culture that we live in, the world that we live in, the rat race that we live in, the fast foods that we like, the quick, easy meals that we appreciate. So I'm saying I think you're doing awesome, 100%. Thanks, Dawn. Cheers. Sorry, I'm getting a bit tired. I'll keep going. You think I'm doing awesome? Yeah, I'm doing. I've done 10 days. I'm good at stuff like this. I'm good at being disciplined. That's yeah, like cold showers every morning, etc. Stopping drugs required discipline a lot. Yeah. Anyway, sometimes I'll just put a crystal in my mouth as long as it tasted good. Right, that's a good test to see where you're at with it, I suppose. Your body knows what it wants and what it doesn't want, doesn't it, I suppose. I'm gonna get some sleep, guys. Sorry, sorry, I've not done the best live tonight. It is what it is. I just turned up. I did what I could. What was I gonna say then? I don't know. We're told to stay away from fat and salt. Yeah, we are, aren't we? But it's the opposite. It's mad, isn't it? Yeah, stay away from those things. They're really bad for you. Fat's the bad guy. Fat's naughty. And then you've got all these vegetable oils that aren't good for you, etc., margarine, etc., that they were selling to us in the 70s and 80s, wasn't it? It was demonized. Fat was demonized. Absolutely. And the salt as well. Look at how society is. Look at England, right? There's a lot of people that are massively obese. They're fat as hell. I take electrolytes to the gym. Yeah, I will. Absolutely. I need to. I definitely need to. I might buy some actually, yeah. Stick some salt in the water. Yeah, smart. Yeah, thanks. I'm going to do that. Because I love training. I love exercising. I've not been able to do it properly recently. What was I going to say then? Fucking hell. Look at society. Look at how many unhealthy people there are. We call American people fat. A lot of Americans are fat. Beyond fat. But England's not, England or let's say Great Britain's not far behind. Really, really isn't. And it's because of the diets we've been having for so long. Fat, sick and nearly dead. Paraphrasing a fucking documentary there, aren't I? So many people are unhealthy and it's due to diet. And we're eating all these unhealthy foods, and then we are having the medications to cure that unhealthy eating, which doesn't cure it, just stabilizes you to an extent. It's fucked, isn't it? They don't want us to be healthy because they can't profit off us as much, I suppose. Don't say, yeah, I won't feed seed and vegetable oil to my animals either. Yeah, because it's not going to be good for them either. If it's not good for you, it's not going to be good for you. The horses are on Celtic Sea Salt. They're very lucky horses. The rescue horses, aren't they? They're very lucky horses by the sounds of it. Let me know if you want me to. Let me think. I don't know what my next video is going to be about. Live's going to be about. It's not going to be for a few days because I'm doing a long day tomorrow, 8 till 9. I'm doing 8 till 7:30 on Wednesday. I'm in Thursday, Friday, working. I'll probably be live at the weekend, more than likely. If you've got any suggestions, please let me know. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. www. I can't even speak. Inspirationalambivert@outlook.com. That's my email address, of course. Email me if you want to. That's fine. Any ideas or suggestions with regards to videos that you want me to, or any topics you want me to try and talk about, or just put a suggestion on the community tab, whatever. Dawn's saying foods in the US usually have even more crap than UK versions. Yes, they do. They get the best. Oh yeah, the Yanks get the fucking best stuff ever. Yeah, they do. That's true. A lot of their drinks would be banned in this country. I forgot what the ingredient is or ingredients are. Forgive me, I've forgotten. But the potato chip, some of their fizzy drinks, let's say fizzy drinks, carbonated drinks, sugary drinks, wouldn't be allowed to be sold in this country because of their ingredients. You're right. America's just a mess, isn't it, with regards to diet? But English, again, they're not far behind, man. They're really fucking not. Don't kid. The English people shouldn't kid themselves too much because there's a lot of unhealthy. I remember, oh my God, I remember at A&E once, there was this really big woman and she had fucking bed sores, mate. And she was screaming and we were moving her. We had 2 on each side, men. Put, like she's led on her back. She's led on her back, therefore she's led supine position. And we had to like roll her, like two of us on one side, pull her, roll her, just to get the pressure sores off, change the positions of the pillows, etc. And she was screaming in fucking pain because she got that big. She'd just eaten loads of shit. I don't know the full story, but she'd eaten a lot, let's be honest. And there might be other reasons for that. And it was really, really sad, but she was screaming in pain because of those bed sores. She was end game, mate. She was end fucking game. And I felt really bad moving her. Felt horrible. She was screaming. Sorry, that's a sad story, but there you go. But that's like end game, eating shit all your life. What you're going to end up as. It's not going to be pretty. And you're going to pay, you're going to suffer. These people, you're going to suffer, you're going to pay. Ketchup's full of sugar. Ketchup's full of sugar. It's a dessert, basically. What's England's national dish? Is it Sunday roast? Is it English breakfast? Is it cottage pie? Ish. It's a bit shit, if I'm honest, all. Compared to other foods, in my opinion, anyway, it's a bit shit. Guys, I'm gonna have to go. I'd love to speak for longer, but I need to go. I'll be live at the weekend. I'll come up with a really good video idea. I'll do my best. Thank you for watching. There's a guy, sorry, I'll read this comment. Dawn saying there's a guy at work, he's 34 stone, he can hardly walk. Yes, that's huge. 34 stones. That's not a good life, is it? And that's a long time of gluttony, that. His mum phones him up to make sure he's at all his lunch. What the fuck? You're 34 stone, I know, but make sure you eat it all up. Like, be a good boy. Get it in. Get it in. Do you want me to do the choo-choo train? Oh, no. Sheep guts, that's shit. Sorry, Dawn, that sounds horrible. No. Just fuck off. You can fuck off with your sheep guts. No bueno. I'm going to get some sleep. Anyway, sorry I've been chatting. Anyway, it's been nice to chat to you all. I hope you're all okay. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll try and come up with a better live next time. Anyway, I'll leave to it. I need to go. I'm bad at saying goodbye, I think. Anyway, look after yourselves. Have a good week. Thank you for your time. Make the best of the week, man. Keep going. And hopefully I'll see you again soon at the weekend. So thank you and goodbye. Good night, should I say.